Hi, I greet this day with the love in my heart. Welcome to Indian Stock Mind Dynamics. Today the tip of the day is Power of Intuition Part 5. And be with me. And today being 25th May 2019, a wonderful day is ahead. Let's make this day the worth remembering. Well, 25th May in 1611, Jahangir married to Mehroon Nisa, a widow of Sher Khan. Later, she was known to us as Noor Jahan. Well, the same day, 25th May 2017, Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg got honorary degree from Harvard University after he dropped out from the year 2004, it seems. Well, this 25th May is also considered to be International Jazz Day and National Tap Dance Day, they call it. Let's enjoy it. Now, coming to my subject, the power of intuition. What a wonderful information it is available to us nowadays. From where we are getting it? We can Google it. We can talk to somebody. There are plenty of books are available. We can read it. But where is the time, people say? But just think about 100 years back, or 200 years back, or 1000 years back. From where did they get the information which they required? All because the intuitive brain tells them to acquire certain knowledge which is beneficial for them and for the universe. The same thing is also now available. Only things we don't pay attention to our inner consciousness that it tells our intuitive brain works. Yesterday I told the brain connected to the subconscious, and the subconscious, one of the layer is called a intuition. Now I also found out this is connected to, the brain is connected to heart. Brain can think, but only the heart can feel the love, the passion, compassion, all that it feels, including the negative aspect like anger, frustration, all that. Now, why it is connected to brain? Because in the left portion of our body is the heart is located, and vice versa is connected to right brain. As the neuroscience says, left and right brain. Left is a rationalist brain which thinks analytically, but whereas the right brain intuitively, and unless it is very illogical, and it creates many things which we need to understand a lot. Now we are tapping a powerful source called intuition. The intuition helps us in every sphere of our life. Our thought form is like a light passing through a spectrum, and it gets multiplied. And in a spectrum, if light reaches, you know what happens? The 7 color Vibgyor is obtained. But in our thought forms, when it is filtered to the intuition, 15,000s of variation of inputs we get. That's what in Vedic literature it is said. But how do we identify that source? How do we make use of that? There is no script to tell you to learn. Now what I see for the last 4 decades, the brain science is doing a lot of wonderful job to understand how the brain operates. Mind can dictate the brain. The mind can modify the brain. Mind can do very well. See, for example, a student who are autism, ADH, ADD, whatever you call, they are all dictated by the brain, but again inwardly they are directed by the mind. If they are small children, the parents can help them as a mind and make the children to come out of this cluster. And Albert Einstein is a dyslexic, and also is not able to read and write the exact word, and there will be always spelling mistakes, including his. Okay, then how do I correct it? With a mother sits with him, always tell him that he can able to do something. Finally, he became a marvelous inventor who invented so many things, which we read from the history. But today's factor is our children are moving around with gadgets. These gadgets are stopping their intuitive behaviors. For example, they're waiting for the bus. If the bus comes, they get in. If the bus don't come, they get frustrated. They go out for the movie. In fact, most of the people book a ticket through their mobile phone itself. But if they don't reach that particular spot, they get frustrated. It means they are agitating without any simple reason, or because we have become a dependent memory on the gadgets. I don't say we don't require it. It's a wonderful thing is available today to strengthen our memory, strengthen our knowledge, but we should not become dependent for that. That's what I come to tell you. When you become dependent on the gadgets, we stop depending on our own internal, intellectual, it's called the intuition. We don't pay attention to it all. That's what is happening. If you want to keep your alarm, tell the intuitive mind to wake me up in the early morning, whatever the time you specify, it will definitely do you. Think under performance. Example, think is a brain work, I said, and feel is a hard work. In between the layer, somewhere the connectivity in between, it is a intuition. So if you understand that, if you strengthen that, what happens is we may think logically, we may think productively, we may think creatively, but at the same time we should produce the information or produce a product, whatever you call it, in such a wise manner. That is why the intuitive process is very important. Okay, now how to process it? Last 4 episodes I am giving you lot of techniques. Please follow it up. For example, journalize your thoughts. As I told you, take a small journal, make a point, like and dislike. The second point is have faith in it, clarity of thought, I said. And the third is have a faith. As I told you, you should believe what you're doing. You should have conviction about your subject, what you're doing. If you're an employee, be proud about doing your work. If you're a student, be confident about the subject. If you're a trainer like me, be conviction about the subject. So that should be clarity, depend on that belief. The fourth is meditate on that. The meditation can be done in many ways. You can follow many videos which I already come out. The meditation here, you can give a guided meditation which can form from 3 minutes to 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. Maximum would be around 30 minutes. And have a clear affirmations. Okay, you go to my videos where affirmation is spelled out. You can choose one of them appropriate to that and you make it. And today, to strengthen your intuition, what you are supposed to do is you take 10 cards, okay, small 3x4, 5 cards, like visiting cards, In the back side, you write 1 to 0 number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, not 10, it's 0. So these you, what you call, shuffle it and close it and think about one number between 1 to 9 and 0. Pick up that. And it might be good or it would be the correct number which you had thought. Fine, fantastic, your intuition works. But sometimes what happens, the first card may be wrong, go to the second card, it may be wrong, go to third card, it may be wrong, fourth card it might be played. So what I'm trying to tell you is, out of the probability is 1 by 10, but if you could get the number which you thought between 1 to 0, within 5 attempts, you are having natural intuition with you. Okay, you are inborn the quality. If you are more than 5, 6, 7, practice it in the early morning. It will be very good after you wake up from the bed or before go to bed. And you see, after that, your intuitive information will obtain within the third card, sometime in the first card itself. Today I'm trying with my students, they did it very well. So that can be done. So think about a number and keep a card and check with you. And same thing, whenever you meet a person, a stranger, before asking his name, just visualize or imagine a particular name for him or a girl who, if he looks so bright, you call her Lakshmi or whatever your name wanted. If you're a man, you call Rama or Krishna, whatever you call. And when the name is incorrect, if the name is different, connect that name to this name. And you will remember the name, and you will also find somewhere you are connected, that name is correlate with them. We try this, why not do that? Why I'm telling you is, when you start augmenting, when you start strengthening our intuition, we can reap the immense benefits out of it. Right? That might help you a lot. Last but not the least, a word of kindness are more healing to a drooping heart than a balm or a honey, says Shara Fieldings, a famous author. Thanks for watching. Be with me. I'll catch you later. May all be blessed.